Hey, 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 everybody. Welcome to this edition of Wide Family Farm. How's everybody doing this evening? I see we have a ton of people in the chat, and I was writing your names down as I go. Doing things a little bit differently tonight. Hey, Ginger Ninja, I see you, girl. Okay, so we got a couple more minutes. I'm going to let a few more people come in. And if I see that we have new people, then I'm going to add them to my list. And after that, after the first 2 minutes, if I don't see people in here, I'm not going to shout them out. So, and then I'm going to also later, after I'm done going over people's channels and stuff, we can chat and have fun. And that's what basically it's all about, just having fun with people that you like to talk to. So, hi, Uncle Al. I see you. Hello, Gil. I see you're in here under Great Man Prepping. And yeah, so I'm just going to wait a few more minutes. Hey, here at Chart Homestead. And Gil, did you want to shout out on your Gray Man Prepping channel? It's up to you. But yeah, sorry, my neighbor just messaged me. Okay. We had a ton of celery left over. I have a ton of it, and I don't have any more room to plant it. If I plant it, then I would have planted an entire bed of celery. And okay, you do. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know which one you wanted. And so I offered to give some to my neighbor, and she said her garden is filled already. So how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're all doing well. All right, let's see, what time is it? Oh, 3 minutes past. So if anybody else comes in, I'm sorry, we won't be shouting you out right now. It's just the people that have made the first 3 minutes. So let's start at the top of my list. And the top of my list was Skinner Farms. Thank you so much for being here this evening, Skinner Farms. And hold on one second. I'm going to add another window here. I always seem like I'm unprepared, and I'm really not unprepared. I'm just scatterbrained, I guess. So head on over to Skinner Farms, and if you guys are new to the chat, why is this doing this? I hit the window tab. Maybe that'll work. Hide that. Show on stream. See, I don't like that. I didn't want that, and it did it anyway. Don't like you. I wonder if I did it. Oh, you know what? I know why. Dude, gotta be smarter than. There we go. Gotta be smarter than the computer sometimes. So, I haven't seen the chat. What's up, people? What's going on? You're welcome, Skinner Farms. I was just over at Abby's Life on the Farms premiere. If you guys weren't over there, that was totally cool. I love seeing her garden. That girl can work it. So here we go. Skinner Farms, 455 subscribers. They should have more. Check them out. Go on over. Here is their about page. It says we are farming, cooking, fishing, hunting, gardening, firewood cutting, splitting family of 2 boys, 1 girl. We raise cattle, pigs, laying hens, and meat birds for the use and sale to our friends, family, and local people and family in our area. We like to know where our food comes from and what goes in said food. All of the kids are grown and moved out now, but they still come over and help. So it's mainly me and Mrs. Skinner Farms, aka Amy. I have several nicknames for her, and y'all will hear it in my videos. I am an Army veteran, and my beauty is a cosmetologist, and I run our farm of 24 acres at this time, hoping to get at least 200. I am the yard boss at the local lumberyard hardware feed store of our small town. You can reach me at skinnerfarms15@gmail.com or Skinner Farms on Facebook or Skinner Farms 05 on Instagram. That sounds great. So head on over to Skinner Farms, see if you can get their subscribers up, and subscribe to them. Make sure you hit the bell notification, and if you are going to subscribe to them, make sure you leave comments in their video. Want at least a couple of their videos, so that way you stick, because that is mainly the reason why we're doing this, is so you can go over there and check out new people, because that's what this is about. So it looks like they have a couple new well, this one's a newer one, and they have one from a month ago and stuff like that. So go on over there and check them out. It looks like a really good time over at Skinner Farms, Q Kitchen, and beyond. Q Kitchen and Beyond. Here is their page. Says this channel answers many questions about what will or will not work, what does and does not work, and the whys in life. So please join me as I experiment, try new growing methods, new recipes, change up old new recipes, and try new crafts and artistic projects. Right now we are in the gardens on my balcony. Right now we are in the gardens on my balcony in the living room. I do all of my planting in containers on the third floor apartment. That sounds like me back in the day. That's hilarious. However, we will soon be starting a series on my apartment complex community garden, so that that should be fun as well. Goal: question everything you see, hear, read, and experience in life so that you can make informed choices in all aspects of life. Many times, this not only requires legwork and research, but also safe and informed experiments, especially in the areas of choosing healthy foods and growing your own food. Subjects are gardening, recipes, cooking, baking, researching and experimenting, new items, books, and reading. I especially love the researching and the experimenting because I'm into that. I'm into knowing what works and what works for your area, stuff like that. And I did a potato experiment last year to figure out what would be better for us growing in the ground or growing in buckets. And that determined what we did this year. And we decided to do buckets. And so I think that's really cool. And so head on over to Q Kitchen and Beyond. They only have 80 subscribers. And it looks like they have some really good material here. I've watched a couple of their videos. I know they have good material. So they only have 80 subscribers, and let's see if we can get them to 100 so they can get their live button, because, it's really important for a channel to be able to go live. So head on over there. I almost said beyond when I recorded my grocery haul this morning. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, that's right, Wickshire Project. It's a great growing community. And I'm really all about the plants, man. All about it. It's so much fun. So hi, Vidra. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Dr. Prepper. How you doing, doctor? So yeah, check it on out. Go on over there. If I have any admins in the if I have any admins, can you please put the links in there for me? I'm kind of ditzy. Give me a second here. I'll put it in there. This is Q Kitchen and Beyond's link, y'all. So head on over there, subscribe to them, and check them out. Looks like they have really good material. I haven't seen everything that they have, but help them out. They're a part of our community and they're always in our chat. So, oh, thank you, Skinner Farms. I appreciate you. Hey, it's Howie. Oh, okay. It's cool. I understand, Howie. Well, you have a wonderful evening, and I'm just glad that you just even stopped in. That's pretty cool of you. So I appreciate you. Next people I have on my list. Woo! I can't type. Is the Wigshire Project. Woo! Super cool. 471 subscribers. I want to tell you a little bit about them. He is always in my chats. Always. He's always there. Billy is always, reaching out. He is fun, a little crazy, and I love it. Especially when I was trying to get my hours and I was doing those silent lives. He basically had another alias on there and he was like talking to himself the entire night so I could keep my my live active. Like, who does that? Like, this dude does, because he's freaking awesome. So head on over to the Wigshire Project, check them out. I'm not embarrassing you. You're fine. But seriously, good people over there, and they love gardening as much as I do. And so go over there and check them out. 471 subscribers, y'all. Try and get them to 500. Try and reach for the stars a little bit. Thank you, Ginger Ninja, for putting their link in, because they're super cool. 4 hours of info. Oh, you're awesome though. So I really appreciate you, and you've done a lot for me. So I appreciate that, and I really thank you for being here. You don't know people until you get to know them, and I feel like I've really got to know you over the past couple months with me just trying to get my hours and stuff. So that fingers with Oreo cookies. What? I'm so confused. Hi, Tinker's wife. Thank you for being in here and hanging out. 500 subs. We bring Naked Gardeners back. 24/7. Oh, my Lord. Y'all crack me up. Another person that was in my chat early that's going to get a shout out is obviously the one and only. You guys probably already know who this is before it even is, the one and only Uncle Al. Uncle Al has helped me out so much. He deserves a shout out pretty much every time. Okay. The guy loves food. The guy loves gardening. The guy loves conversation. And I absolutely love and adore Uncle Al. So if you guys are not subscribed to him, please go over there and subscribe to Uncle Al. He really deserves it. And he's a really good guy. So go over there and subscribe to Uncle Al. He has close to 1,200. I think it's 1,200 subscribers now. So that's pretty cool. And he's Uncle Al. I owe him a lot. He's always been on my lives. He will always just come on and be there. And I really appreciate that. So head on over to Die Bullfrog 79 and thank you for putting in his link. I appreciate you. And head on over there and listen to him, because he has a lot of knowledge to share. And that would be awesome for Uncle Al. Even when you are telling us important things, you make me laugh. I know. It's so great. Yes, Uncle Al does rock. You guys are awesome. Another one that was in my chat tonight. Ooh, Why isn't it deleting everything? My Lord. Please don't judge me on my typing skills. It's been years since I've actually typed anything, like seriously typed anything. Free living. Okay, it's Backcountry Living. Just a Day in Our Life. They only have 34 subscribers, y'all. Head on over there and subscribe to them. Figure out what they are about. Let me read their about page. A Day in Our Life, camping, animals, etc. And they have an email address. It says, thanks for watching and please sub. They have 34 subs. So head on over to them and subscribe. It looks like they have a ton of videos. New ones. That's awesome. Oh, dogs, 2 photo shoot day. That's so cool. That's so cool, guys. So head on over there to Backcountry Living, Just a Day in Our Life, and see if we can get their subscribers up. No, unstable. I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you really what happened, okay? I was kind of ticked off at my husband. So I get nervous about putting the ducks in at night because I don't know if you, well, most of you probably have animals. So if you have ducks, they don't listen. Not every duck is like Goldshaw Farm, where you say, release the Quacken, and they come flying out and they do exactly what you say. And so I get nervous, and I had to get on here, and I was running out of time, and I'm out there chasing the ducks down. And my old duck, she's like 100 years old in duck years. And I had to go out there and get her. And that's the first time I've ever picked up my duck. Like, I usually don't pick up the adult ducks ever. So I went out there and I had to pick her up because she's old, and I couldn't make her walk back. She was just, yeah. So I picked her up and I put her in the pen. And so I get like flustered really easily like that. I'm like, and I was kind of panicking, and then I had to put my son to bed, amidst all of this. So I was just kind of flustered this evening, but I'm okay. So it's all good. That's what happens when you have a farm. And I used to have to do this with chickens until we got an automatic coop door. So problem with our channel is we are held back from doing as intended, currently looking for off-grid. Yeah, dude, she's so old, man. She really is. And we got her from my husband's boss, and he had her for years, and her mate died, and he felt bad because she was the only duck left, and they really do need a mate. And so I had ducks, so we adopted her. And she's old and she can't walk, and her neck's kind of crooked. And when she walks with her wings out. Like, she's really wobbly, and she's old, and I had to go and chase her down. And then, of course, my backyard is flooded. So like the ducks really don't want to come in then, because there's bugs and wonderful things out there for them. And, and so they really like to hang out there just around the cusp of darkness. And so then I'm out there chasing him around with a headlamp on, and it's just not fun. Yeah, if you guys, I can put it on there. I'm still on it. So hold on one second. So that's what I was doing tonight. And then I wanted to, do my hair and stuff. I would have looked like a mess. So I was flustered. There you go. There's their link. Go ahead and check them out. Cool. Yeah, I figured you put it up. Thank you, Skinner Farms. Okay, so the next one I have on my list is Homesteader Wolf. I don't know where they're at, but I haven't seen them. I saw them just for a second. So, woohoo! I am subscribed. Homesteader Wolf, check them out. Good stuff. Oh, they have Rebel Canners as one of their subscription people. Oh, that's so cute. I love Rebel Canners. Hunting, fishing, gathering, the art of living from the land to try to build a better future. Absolutely love this. 67 subscribers, y'all. Head on over there and check them out. Looks like they've gotten 6,495 views on their page though. So they should have more subscribers than that. So head on over there and try to get them to 70 and subscribe to them. And oh, thank you for putting the link in the chat, y'all. I appreciate you. Hey, Andel Homestead, thank you so much. Once the cabins are up, this growing community has it jumped. Has a free 2-day pass stay. Wife has designed a secret garden feel. So cool. Oh, you're welcome, Homesteader Wolf. We appreciate you. And you're always in here too. So I really appreciate that. Now, for those that are new that are coming in, I did something a little bit different this evening. If you were here within the first 3 minutes, I wrote your name down and then I will give you a shout out. So I'm going to mix it up pretty much every time. So you just have to be here. If you want to shout out, you can be in the audience, or you can message me, email me at widefamilyfarm@gmail.com, and you could say, hey, I want to shout out. And then I will do that for you. I know Wickshire Project, they got a hold of me and said, hey, I would really appreciate a shout out. So I did that. But today you had to be here within the first 3 minutes. So I appreciate y'all. Let's see. Next person who happens to be one of my top fans is Jinja Ninja. And I completely just went to Ninja instead of that. And for those of you that don't know, there's several Jinja Ninjas. So you have to hit filter and go to channel. And she's the one with the sunflower right here. This is Jinja Ninja. Oh my God, she is so freaking close, guys. She's at 96 subscribers. Let's try and get her to 100. If you get her to 100, she can go live. She is just sharing her journey. She has some really cute videos. I saw the one with the cat, totally adorable. And I saw the one with the knives. She does pretty much everything. So go over there and check her out. She is my #1 fan because, one, you always want her in your chat. I'll tell you why. Because she shares your stuff. She shares your stuff on social media. And I love that about her. She shares all your stuff. 2, she's super nice. I've had her on my live like one time, and I just absolutely adore her. And she's always in my chats. Always. She shares your stuff. She's always in your chats. So she deserves 100 subscribers. So let's see if we can go over there and get that happening for her. Also making a Jinja Ninja channel with a sunflower. The way we can really make it confusing. Yeah, Wickshire Project. I don't think so. Someone put up her link, please. Yep, I'm doing it right now. So this is her link. And I appreciate y'all. And go on over there and check her out. She has a really, really cute video with a piece of ginger dressed up as a ninja, and it is so cute. So go over there and check it out. I mean, it's just a little bit of everything, but it's adorable. Yeah, you want the one with the sunflower, and I just put her link in the chat. So it's right above Skinner Farms. But yeah. She needs up maybe, I don't know what she needs to do, because she needs to stand out from all the other Jinja Ninjas. Oh, so cool! Okay, now you guys, we got her to 100. YouTube, they can be jerks sometimes. So go over there and watch one of her videos and leave a message. Like, leave a message in her comments. Because so you can stick as a subscriber, because if not, everything that we're doing this evening to help them out, they'll lose it. They'll get it and then they'll lose it. Oh, well, thank you, Castle Hives. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? It's good to see you. Yeah, Patty totally said that right. It says, be sure to watch and comment a couple of videos at least and watch the whole video. It really helps, and it does. And we'll be sending her on her way before you know it. 100 subscribers. That's totally awesome, guys. Totally awesome. Well, we love you, Jinja Ninja. All right, so we're moving on to Gray Man Prepping. Now, this isn't who you think it is. This is actually Gil's channel. Sorry, there's something tickling my throat. Oh, why didn't it pop up? Am I spelling it wrong, Gil? Hold on, I was trying to see how you spelled it in the chat. Oh, it's separate. Gray Man Prepping. It automatically gave me that. I want that one. Maybe. I'm already subscribed to you, so I don't know why it does this, but why is it doing that? That's not what I want. Am I doing it wrong, guys? Yep, Arkansas living. I'm definitely having a good night. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I can't find your channel, Gil. Am I spelling it? Oh, I am spelling it wrong. Gray Man Prepping. What the heck, man? And it's still popping up with that, and I don't like that. There we go. Right there. This is Gil's new channel. He's okay. I just want to put this out there. He's had this channel for quite some time. So he actually had started this channel in July of 2013. So he's had this channel for a while. He's doing this extra channel because he wanted to separate from the Camp Patton family compound and be able to talk about things that he can't talk about over there on this channel. So I totally get it. He put the link in the chat. Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sorry, guys. So, so go on over there and check him out. He only has a few videos, but he's done some really good lives lately, and I've been watching those. But I'm always at Camp Patton Family Compounds videos as well. So I think he said he already put the link in, but go on over there and subscribe. Maybe we can get him to 50 subscribers tonight, and just make sure that you leave a comment on one of his videos, or just leave him a comment and subscribe and hit that bell. Well, if I'm a subscriber, 69. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I like to see. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. The next people that we have on the list that I saw within the first 3 minutes is Heritage Heart Homestead. Woo! Like I said, I can't type tonight, guys. I don't know what my problem is. I'm off a little bit. Heritage Heart Homestead. Okay, 423 subscribers. They have really good content, and I absolutely love them. Always in my chats, always being supportive. Just go over there and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. They have 13,000 views, and 423 subscribers. So go over there and leave a comment on some of their videos and subscribe to them, because they deserve it. And they're always in my chat and always been super supportive. So, hey, Bandana Grandma, how you doing? Those of you who don't know, I'm going to have Bandana Grandma on my show on the 26th. Also, I'm super excited to announce that I'm going to have, let me lift up my keyboard here. let's see, the 12th, I'm having Hempworks on my show. And Hempworks is the CBD oil that I am currently selling. And the description of that is actually in or the link is in the description at the bottom of the about page or whatever, you'll see it. If you click on that, it will send you to all the products and everything that we sell. But I'm actually going to have those women on my show, and they're going to talk about CBD oils and how good they are, and they're going to give you more detail as to what I can't give it that much detail. They're super smart and they know what they're talking about. So I'm going to have them on my show on the 12th. The 19th, I'm having MB Heritage Farms. The 26th, I'm actually having Bandana Grandma. Super excited about that. I am going to try and make a prepping month. So June is going to be my prepping month. And I have the Brizards on the 2nd. I have the 9th, I have Mama Bear. The 16th, I have Disabled and Prepping. So I'm going to try and make a whole prepping month with everybody, and I got to get a few more people on my list. So if you're interested in joining the prepping month, please let me know and message me. My email address is widefamilyfarm@gmail.com, and I will put that link in here. There is my email address. If you're interested in me interviewing you on my show for the month of June for the prepping, just let me know and I will add you to the list. And it'll be like a whole prepping month. And I got some really, really awesome people, including the Brizards, Mama Bear Prepping, and Disabled and Prepping. So I'm super excited to have them a part of my month. So super cool. All right. Well, that is it for that part of the show. Let me share my link out. There we go. And anybody that wants to come up can come up and hang out. I'm here for like the entire evening. I might even grab a beer. Here is the link, so you can come on up and hang out with me. I am on Melon tonight, but if you can tolerate Melon, come on up. I don't care. I'll keep adding you on if that's what it takes. I'm in the process of talking to Melon about what's going on, and maybe they can fix the problem. I'm not sure, but if they can't, then I'll probably switch to StreamYard. So I have an actual meeting with the Melon people tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So yeah, so we'll see about that. But I did put the link in the chat, so if you want to come on up, you can. Listening, building Charles' computer. Okay, cool. Thank you, Dave, for coming in. Appreciate you. But yeah, so the link is in the chat. I can hit it again if y'all want to come up. You're getting double exposure tonight because I'm also we're also linked to my Facebook. So I'm on my business page on Facebook as well during this link. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm super excited to have all these new people going to be on my show. I love the Brizards. I've been watching them for quite some time. So I'm super excited to like have them on and talk about everything. And I was just talking to Brett today about freaking wild lettuce because I kept taking pictures of my yard. I'm like, is this wild lettuce? And he's like, no. So, oh my God, what is that? I love it.
There, folks, I've been taking pictures of wild lettuce too. I've been eating some of that. I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I thought I found wild lettuce. Oh, this is hilarious, right? So I'm talking to Brett Brizard, hi Gil, and I'm like, is this wild lettuce? I'm like, I snapped it and it looks like by the way, I'm a complete idiot now. Brett's like, I just looked at that with my phone in that app, and he's like, it's telling me it's a poppy. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Look, I planted them last year in pots, and they must have reseeded like in my flower beds, and that's why I thought it was like wild lettuce because I didn't remember that. I'm like, oh crap, that's from last year. I planted poppies, and they must have reseeded. I'm like, it's not wild lettuce.
Poppies will reseed phonetically.
Hey, Skinner Farms, thank you for coming on.
Here's Skinner.
But yeah, so I felt like a complete. He's like, yo, that's poppy, because I even snapped it. Like I picked it, like I snapped it. You know how like wild lettuce is supposed to get that milky substance, and I'm like, is that a milky substance? I'm like, and I was smelling it a little bit. I'm like, this kind of smells like lettuce. No, it's
Good thing you didn't eat it.
yeah. No, I wasn't about to eat it.
Because it's poppy, that white milky substance is something you don't want.
Yeah.
I've been working on a new hot dog creation.
Ooh. Is that a spaghetti hot dog?
American chop suey hot dog. I just use spaghetti and put all the mushrooms and bok choy and chips, sausage, all into a hot dog. But I've been experimenting. I'm making because a hot dog bun is originally a ladyfinger in the 1890s and used to serve hot dogs in greasy newspapers. People did not enjoy that. Here's your hot dog with the greasy newspaper. So they
Rich Heart Home said, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you, and I'm sorry you're not feeling good. So you have a good night, though.
Yeah. So a lot of people thought, hey, let's split open these ladyfinger buns and we'll sell it together. And then you got the hot dog from America. Before, everybody ate them out of a greasy, like the English. Yeah, we put fish and chips and hot dogs in greasy newspapers. Okay. Do I eat the newspaper?
Ew. Was it already printed newspaper? Because that's gross. That means there was like ink and stuff on your food. Ew.
They still do it on fish and chips.
Really?
Yep.
That's not good.
Yeah.
What is chop suey?
What?
What is chop suey?
Chop suey is an American dish.
I know I heard it when I was a kid, but I've never had it. I don't know. I have no clue what it is.
Because my family's been here since the 1890s. What the Chinese did was when they got here in America in the 1840s, they used to open up restaurants, but nobody would eat traditional Chinese food. They also had takeout. First for California, we had takeout, but they didn't understand Chinese food. So they asked the gold miners what to eat. And a lot of them says, we like to eat noodles, and we like to eat sausage, and we like to eat vegetables. So what they used to do was they would get a paper cone, fill it up with noodles and sauce and vegetables and meat, and sell it to the miners. And the miners liked it because you could eat it, go to the gold mines, wrap it, crumple up the cone, and throw it in the fire, drink your coffee, go mine for 12 hours, come back, get another cup. That's American. That's chop suey.
What's all in it, though, Uncle Al?
What?
What's in chop suey?
Means odds and ends.
Oh, okay. So it's just like could be beef tips and noodles and whatever, hot dogs, whatever you can throw in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Or back to the gold rush says, no! But no, Keith. No clap to the hand. But yeah, it's odds and ends. I always get people like that. Have your napkin.
I'm going to be right back. I got to go get my mug of water. I filled it up and forgot.
Froze, and it's on the kitchen shelf again. Ah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it when I was a kid, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm not eating that garbage. I eat
garbage.
roast and potatoes.
They do have potatoes in it. It depends what region you're at. And basically, if you can't find chop suey in China because it's an American dish. I keep telling people when they go to China, You won't find chop suey there. There's no such thing. Chow fun, which is a different dish, which is a long noodle and a thicker noodle too, and it has the same thing as sauces and stuff. But chop suey is an American dish, and the next time it appears, it was in New York, and they served a Chinese ambassador.
5% joined.
We're serving you a real Chinese meal, and chop suey, and he's looking at them like, "Oh, it looks." I was wondering why it didn't sound good.
Oh yeah, look at that! Oh my gosh, it's so sanitary.
Right.
Oh, wait, wait. We got to do it like we got to do it like we do.
Oh, oh my lord!
But the Chinese ambassador never had chop suey in his life. Like Skinner Farm, he's wondering, what the hell are they talking about? Chop suey. I'm from China.
Oh,
That always cracks me up. It's like when you tell people we're adding meatballs to spaghetti, and a lot of Italians look at you like, huh?
I hear
It's
birds.
it's like going down to Mexico and asking for a taco.
Yeah, I know.
Skinner Farms, do you have birds right now?
I have meat birds right over there.
Okay, that's what we're hearing. We keep hearing.
Sorry.
Oh no, hey, it's nice. I
Not
love
a
it.
problem. You needed to know what it was.
I absolutely love
I
it.
used to work for Foster Farms, and after you hear 5,000 chicks in a small room, you get used to it.
Right.
I've got 48 left. I lost 2.
LNT Gaming, if you message me, widefamilyfarm@gmail.com, I'm done with the shout outs for this evening. But if you actually email me, I will put you on the shout outs for next Monday. So message me, widefamilyfarm@gmail.com. Link is in the chat.
Like, subscribe, share.
Ooh, okay, I got to go check out Facebook now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
I'll put you on the link
they
next time.
They put up Charles's computer on there, so I got to go take a look at it. here.
Oh, cool.
Is it cool? It is. Bird, sweet, tweet.
I thought I heard Viper say something about hearing birds. I was like, I don't hear no birds, but
Yeah.
I'm used to
That, you're
hearing.
probably used to it too.
Yeah.
He's like, what
Yeah.
are those?
Okay, share screen.
But I'm next door to Courtney, Uncle Al, so whatever chop suey we get over here.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's got a bigger monitor on there. Of course, he's got all his Hot Wheels up here on the wall.
Wow.
That's so
hey.
cool.
I want to do something like that in my garage. When I get my home in my garage, I have so many cars. I want to do that.
That's
That's-
really cool.
that
That's
is.
a really cool kid's bedroom.
Yeah,
Tweet.
it says bigger monitor. Oh, Charles has a bigger monitor than Dave does. Dave couldn't fit it on his desk. Ah,
Yeah, I have a big old monitor over on this side, and yeah. Well, I hate when
Sorry.
no one does that. Why can't it just go back to the normal configuration?
It's just how it is.
Because it's not as smart as StreamYard.
Yeah.
I think StreamYard does the same thing.
No, StreamYard goes to whatever you had it set on.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's true. It goes back to what you set it on. Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
That is true. Yeah.
I haven't talked to Viper like really in a couple of days. So I called him this morning. It was like 11 a.m. here, so it was really early in California time. I'm like, "Hi Viper, did I wake you up?"
No, not at all.
But I had an issue with Melon yesterday, and I needed to talk to him. Like, I was like, "What's going on with this?" Here, it was something that I wasn't doing,
Yeah.
so it wasn't 100% Melon's fault.
Whoopsie.
Just 99.
Just 99. Hey,
I've never
CB, coming in.
heard of Melon.
Melon is Streamlabs' version of StreamYard. I'm trying.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, this is the part that's
Oh,
super
yeah.
annoying for me.
Oh,
Because
you can-
I love having Gil on my show, and I feel like I can't now because he is constantly going in and out. With StreamYard, it wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
So
Right.
annoying.
That Streamlabs version of StreamYard, two different companies, and they're trying to compete with one each other.
Yeah.
Like Donald Trump desk, it's outselling Facebook and let's see, Facebook and Twitter, and they're nervous. I'm so glad we got a different platform too.
Yeah, Q Kitchen and Beyond, we just have to get used to that. I think what I'm going to do is like once a week, when I do my late nights on Sunday, I'll run it on StreamYard so I can have Gil on and not have like this constant issue because it's not fair. Like, you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I think I'm gonna hop off the panel and just hang out in the chat, watch everybody, so my cheap chiefs don't keep distracting everybody.
oh, you're fine.
You're okay.
But
My
Thank you for
daughter
coming
in
on.
the living room has she has 6 chicks and 2 turkeys. Small turkeys that she's got in there. So yeah, it sounds like that all the time.
I was wanting to move these guys out this week, but I'm sure Courtney knows it's still like 30 freaking degrees at night
Yeah.
over in this area, so I can't move them out. So hopefully next week I can move them outside for the last
one more week
for the last 4 weeks.
Towards Nebraska and Colorado and New Mexico. It's going to be a doozy. Once it leaves your guys' area, it's going to be over there. And you guys get hot weather, so it'll be fine for the chicks by then.
Dude, I can't wait to get some warm weather. Yesterday was like the epitome of misery.
Oh, it was
It just
awful.
rained all day and it was cold and nasty.
Well, I built a fire. It was just nasty, cold. Like you said, it's bitter, cold, wet. It's just not good. But
No.
I will see you all everywhere.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
See ya.
What was interesting is on Friday we had 81, 82. Sunday morning we had frost, and
Wow.
my sprinklers out there froze up.
Oh,
Started,
were they shooting bullets?
Half of it was frozen, nothing coming out. The other half was shooting, and then when it got to one of the ones,
Yeah.
it was going. It's like, and then a couple of the mechanical, what were called tractor sprinklers. They're self-propelled. They drag the hose behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't even go.
Wow.
What'd you
So,
say about the weather? When is that supposed to hit, Uncle Al?
That should be hitting end of the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I won't plant my plants until after that.
whatchamacallit? Don't worry about Ohio. It'd be nice rain, some fog, some massive giant hailstones, but it's the
No, my irises are just about to bloom. I was so pissed last year. Okay, my irises was like May 30th. They were beautiful. They just bloomed that day. Got a hailstorm, and I'm watching from the window as the hail just tramples them to the ground. I was so mad. I was so mad.
Right, because the weather pattern's really weird. So if you got like a clear plastic awning over it, just in case on Friday, because I'm still kind of computing the jet stream, it's going to be Colorado, Nebraska, and New Mexico.
Mm.
New Mexico, if you have a boat, keep it handy.
Great.
Because we're talking about flash floods you would not believe. And we can see Gil at magnify the imagination. And here's the apple tree that survived all through the.
Yeah, Reed. Yeah, he's gonna be sad if he loses that tree.
No, I can see the tree washing away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because, folks, we're talking about a real snow and rainstorm like Courtney had on Sunday. Let's see, lightning, hail, thunder, snow. What else comes out? Oh, look, giant pterodactyl looking thing. The Thunderbird return.
I see what you're talking about.
Oh no. Poor Gil.
The
There goes
Thunderbirds
the
attacked him.
That sucks.
I'm gonna put buckets over my irises.
It's actually starting to irritate me that he does that. You know what I mean? And that it kicks him out, and he can't just come back in.
Gray man prepping joined.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
are.
Damn it.
Yeah. What I started to say there is I was looking at the jet stream, seeing what Al was talking about, and Saturday morning, the cold jet stream comes down and collides with that warm, moist water coming directly west to east, going across Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and by looking at it, I'm running the time shaft here. By Sunday morning, it should be a wet, cold rain going through New Mexico, northern Texas, and Oklahoma.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And actually, it even pushes down. So by Sunday morning, LA's getting a real cold front coming down if this doesn't change.
Right, because this started out in the Pacific and it's whipping up through past Mexico, through the Gulf, and hitting Texas, Louisiana, skip Oregon, and it'll hit Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado. And what's is it Wyoming? I think it's Wyoming before it hit.
Wyoming's above Colorado, and then you got Nebraska and Kansas to the east of them.
Yeah,
And
part
it's
of that,
it's
and
pushing
then-
up into those too.
Yeah, southeastern Ohio is going to Idaho.
Gray man prepping joined.
Oh,
He-
yeah,
he-
because
he
I
kicked
shared
him
a
out of-
screen.
Oh my god, he
should-
kicked him out again?
Nope.
No, but I
Oh.
just shared a screen, and so
There you go.
So this is the cold air coming down on Saturday. And this is the moist air that's been coming across here, and that cold air comes down. Right now, it starts freezing it Saturday night and Sunday. By then, it's moved over here. This cold air, and everything beyond this here is cold now and wet. And look at that going through. That's going to be, yeah. And now we're getting the other stuff coming in here, so it's going to be ugly.
Wow.
As long as it's not too ugly for Ohio.
Yeah.
I need my plants to survive.
I'm going to put a link in there, not to this one here, not to this one here. If anybody, I'll put this one in there too, if you don't mind, for those that want this link to this. I'm going to stop sharing. Get ready. It's going to jump all over the place. I'm going to stop sharing.
For those of you that don't know, Courtney's husband, it's my husband, he is looking for subscribers. So if you guys could go over to Courtney's husband's channel and subscribe and leave some comments, he would really appreciate it. He's trying to reach 100 so he can go live. Whose ultrasound is that?
All right, so there's the link to the jet stream I was just showing. And there's another one that was shared with me by Martha at Old School Prepper. And it doesn't go out. I haven't figured out how to make it go out a week in advance, but it runs some pretty cool current stuff. And it runs temperatures and everything else. And this is the ENTU.
Good night, Home Sir Wolf. See ya next time. Thanks for coming in.
And there's
Yeah,
the other.
buddy.
There's the link to the other one, and that. Let me go and share this now. Hopefully I don't freeze. There you go.
Prepping joined.
And all right, this one you can do interesting things. You can see what the wind currents are by altitude. It defaults at 2 meters above ground. I can move it up to 500 meters above ground, and it changed a little. The pattern changed a little bit. Sped up a little bit higher in the altitude, 1,000 meters above ground, and watch the change. Picks up even more speed, and it's changing around a little bit. Little spots are changing. If I take it up to 2,000 meters above ground, and see it coming down from the north, look how much faster it's moving. And that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, that's not good.
So you got cold air coming down right now, and there's Chicago, and it's kind of slowing down and buffering and mixing with the, see, it's 46 degrees there as it goes through
Ohio, to finish his sentence.
Well, maybe Ohio's not in on that. We're in the green, whatever the green is. I have noticed, we lost Gil. I have noticed though, Ohio has a lot more heavy winds than it's ever had before.
Gray man prepping joined.
Okay, sorry, it froze. Yeah, so the temperatures, as you can see, it's 16 degrees in South Dakota, 12 degrees in North, 11 degrees at 10. See, and I go up to Canada, it's 6 degrees at 2,000 meter elevation. And so, but it's down here in Ohio. Let me get on it. Ohio's at, Southern Ohio's up at 46, Northern Ohio's at 39 at 2,000 meters. Now, if I bring it back down to 2 meters above ground, up here in Canada, it's 26 degrees, and you're at 58, 57, degrees there in Ohio. So you can see the difference, elevation wise in this, but this is really cool. You can do range, you can do clouds, you can see wind speeds, and this chart over here changes for the wind speeds.
That's interesting.
And, and you can check air pressure. You can see what the air pressure is going at. Ooh, and look at that one cooking right there. So the pressure is really changing there, and you're getting a downdraft basically in that area. You got a high pressure system here over on this side, but yeah. But yeah, it's a real cool thing there. And it was Martha, Old School Prepper, that shared that one with me.
Yeah, Ginger Ninja, the gas prices are just
I don't even want to talk about it.
yeah, it's there was, I guess, rumors that gas pumps weren't accepting credit cards.
I gotta love it.
Oh, that
Have a good night,
sounds
Endo.
so much like one of the novels I started reading about 12 years ago.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But I'm just thankful that I'm not driving. I just have to worry about my husband. So it's just, I don't know. I don't really drive anywhere really. So.
He's
And I bet Harbor Freight sold out of all the gas cans they have.
Mm-hmm. And they have the crappiest gas cans ever.
Oh, no. Harbor Freights are better than Ace Hardware and better than the ones at Home Depot.
Oh,
any
really?
Day of the week, any day of the week, yes. Because they, at least they're, because they have those safety, nozzles on them now, at least theirs you can get the flow at a decent rate.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Like, I don't know what's going on. We don't know. That's the thing, is we don't really know what's going on. We can only predict and be prepared, and that's it.
I want to make sure I'm checking something here.
But everything's going up too in price. It's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm good. I'm still sub to Dustin. I want to make sure I'm not losing some of my subs off of the Gray Man side. And The other side looks good too. So,
I'm sorry, CB. Yeah, and I'm sure anybody that's a truck driver is probably freaking out right now too, because I know my husband who, for like 10 years, he was a dump truck driver and he ran off a percentage. And when he ran off a percentage, when the gas prices started going up, they took it out of his pay.
Wow. What
Mm.
assholes.
yeah.
So, you know, they can do that kind of stuff. They can take 1 or 2% off the top of your percentage and just really get you there too. And it took like $500 to fill up a truck instantly, you know. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I saw several videos on it over the last day and a half about what's going on, and it is, you know, the one I saw was actually named the Capital pipeline, which goes from Texas up to the Capital up to DC, and it was looking at it and stuff. It was just, unfortunately though, or unfortunately, I mean, it was hitting just one main line. There's two other little lines going up there, but they can't handle the volume.
yeah.
But it's not like they're totally shut off either. You have fuel going up there.
Damn it.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Q and Kitchen Beyond. Beyond.
Beyond.
Did you hear them earlier? They said they almost made a video and did that.
I saw that. They almost said it in the video. That's called a whoopsie moment.
I can't hear you, Uncle Al.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's quiet. I think he's eating. I don't know if he's trying to say something or not. Oh yeah. What happened with Gil?
He's frozen.
Frozen in time.
Gray man prepping joined.
There he is.
And I'm back. But yeah, there were a lot of, and what was so funny is, oh, Al can't get his sound to go. Can you hear us, Al? Can you hear us?
Here we go again.
Can't hear
Check-
you.
Check your headphones are muted or unmuted on your end.
Is it plugged in?
Is it plugged in? Unplug it, plug it in.
Probably spilled soy sauce on it.
Oh, you're.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. Like I don't know, because I'm pretty shut off to the world right now because I don't drive, I don't work, and I pretty much stay home all the time, and I have completely stopped watching any news source. So I am completely shut off to the world. So therefore I don't really know what's going on with gas and stuff like that. However, my husband told me that, you know, it was getting serious. But to be honest, I really, to keep my anxiety down, I don't even watch any of that. I don't watch any of that stuff.
Can't find it right because I watch it now. It's not throwing it. Half the time when I watch the video, it'll still show it when I go to the YouTube thing, which shows all the things you can scroll through there to search. And of course, now the one I want to reference is not there because I watched it twice. So they're not even showing it. Yeah, but yeah, there are some of the channels out there are, how do I put? I don't want to insult, but they're not being exactly calm and collective on what they're reporting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not into that. And I won't, like, because of my anxiety, if somebody's doing that, I will not watch them.
yeah.
I want facts, and I
Yeah.
want calmness, and I want to know how to deal with it. I don't want panic. Let's go to my bunker
Right.
for the entire next 30 years. Like, I don't want that. I want to know what's going on, and I want facts. You know what I mean?
Well, looking at the maps and stuff, what I was looking at earlier today, and of course, what last night we had on when I brought the maps up on whose channel was that? I brought the maps up on, but of all the pipelines, Ohio,
I think it
Iowa.
was here.
Yeah, I can't. It was here. It was on yours last night.
Oh, no.
It might have been Dave's.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was then.
And looking at where the pipeline is, that's actually affected. Once I actually saw a real map saying, "Hey, this is the one that's affected. These are the side chutes. This, everything else." It's like it's just a small wet banana shape on the from Texas up to Eastern Seaboard. So, most of Pennsylvania's fine. Most of West Virginia's fine. Ohio, Iowa, everything west of there is fine. But you know how some unscrupulous CEOs say, well, hey, we're going to make it across the board, raise prices everywhere.
I experienced that after 9/11. In fact, they passed a lot of laws after 9/11 that you can't jack up gas prices, because after 9/11, there was people raising gas prices to clear to $5 or $6 a gallon and
I
making
remember that
profit
Yeah.
for no reason.
for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just did it to scare people. And I remember specifically waiting in line to get gas. I mean, down the street
Yeah.
to get gas. So don't freak out, people. Just stay calm and just be prepared. And that's all you can do, is just prepare yourself. And that's not prepping. That's being smart. Even the government will tell you need to have at least a couple weeks of food in your house to survive in case you need to live in your home. So it's just smart. It's not like you're living in a bunker somewhere. It's not like that. Just be smart.
All right. So I'm gonna drop the information. So when I was working at
Wow, once back in. Oh, did we lose you, Gil?
Yep. And you can't pop back in every time. Damn it.
Gray man prepping joined.
There's the link for you, Uncle Al.
Yeah. So when I was working at Homeland Security before I retired, I was butting heads with some of the guys over at FEMA and Ready.gov, and they were still, some of them were still harping on, well, we only want to do 72-hour kits. And we told them, didn't you learn nothing from Katrina and Rita, where those families that had 72 hours were stuck for 7 days on top of their trailers and stuff? And I told them, hey, what is the CERT program teaching? 72 hours? No, we're teaching 7 to 10 days food.
Yep.
And finally, I got FEMA to put out for about 3 months. They put it out.
I can see you, Gardner Josh.
To have 10 days worth of food, and then they pulled it back down again, and I went screaming again. After I left, they got my replacement, took up the battle, and they actually put out 30 days. They finally came up and said, all right, yeah, you should have 30 days. Do it. But they said, do it 1 week at a time. Every month, add a week's worth of food. So
Oh my God.
So you're not just killing your budget.
Right.
And
Can you hear me now?
There you
Yeah, I
are.
can hear you.
Good. I had trouble because when Gil kept freezing, I thought this is loud, and I checked my speakers are on from Melon, and my headphones are off. I'm like, I'm going deaf. I can't hear anybody. So I did like Viper said, but I had to do the whole thing all over again, and finally got it. I did warn everybody about the shortages. What was it, a month ago, Gil?
6 weeks ago.
Yeah, 6 weeks ago I told people about this, and it was hilarious. I used a puppet too, so
Yeah.
You didn't use
Oh,
my puppet, right?
right.
The one that looks like me?
Yeah, going like this.
Oh my god.
So,
But you don't have to panic, folks. It's a common thing. I filled up my gas tank. I'm still griping about how much I paid. I paid $5, 5 gallons of gas at $31. That's almost
Yeah.
$5 a gallon. It's like, good God. And then I fill up my extra gas tank because I have generators. Because I don't want to bring the generator, fill it up, and then take it back home. No, I got my gas can for my generator. So
Stop farting.
So one of the things too is that back a little over a year ago, Homeland Security sent out a directive to all its employees to get 90 days worth of food.
Oh no.
That
Now
was
they're
last
panicking.
year. No, that was last year. They were finally reading my all my things I wrote for them. And they go, hey, maybe we ought to be doing this. And so they advised them to get 90 days. And once again, they said, don't do it all at one shot. Just work yourself up till you have 90 days as soon as you comfortably can do it.
right, Abby's going to get a nice door for her greenhouse. If I read it right.
Wilshire, the Wickshire project. Viper, your keyboard is tripping my epilepsy.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I don't know if he can turn it off either, so
It's not fast. It's because it's so slow. It's not. I think he's just kidding you.
Here you go.
oh, okay, Abby. You get a good night's sleep. We'll see you next time.
All right, Abby. Good night.
Yeah, she's going to get a nice door for her greenhouse.
But yeah, I think if anybody's not subscribed to Mama Bear Prepping, she's been putting out some good videos on how to stock up, and she put one out today on Costco. Going to Costco if you have a Costco, and same thing applies to Sam's Club if you have a Sam's Club, or I know here in the West we have Winco, and in
Right.
East they have another regional one like that.
It's similar to Kruger's.
Yeah. It's got a weird spelling on it.
I know.
But yeah, there's different big ones that are not the Costco or Sam's that are still decent and give you good prices too. And talks about things every time you make a trip, you get this. And she talked about 10 things to get every time you go. 10 top, like medications or canned goods, dried goods, and talked about the different things to get. It's not that hard
God.
if you use your mind and write stuff down and note what you have and what you need to
Froze again.
build it. No, I'm
No,
still going.
he's good.
Oh,
he's
just
good.
froze. Nope.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Keep going. Keep talking.
I'm stopping and going over here. Freezing and going. Okay, so it's to do it basically, and one of the things we harping on once again, don't get stuff you don't eat. If you don't eat beans, don't stock up on beans. If you don't like rice, don't stock up on rice. If you don't like spinach, don't buy a bunch of the frozen spinach. Get the stuff that you eat, and that's what you stock up. You just build what you normally eat. So basically, you're storing what you eat, so you're eating what you're storing. And it's not that hard, really, for people to build up their supply to be something that is functional for them.
Right. And I always do on food storage a lot if everybody comes to my channel, because I have to explain to people, you don't want to do like Hubble's cat, throw away 5 years worth of food down the garbage disposal. This went bad. I didn't know you can't store peanut butter for 5 years.
Yeah.
No list, no spreadsheet. Kept it in. Where did he kept it in, Gil? I kept it in my attic.
Oh, it gets hot in my attic or real cold in my attic, depending on the season.
Right. Did you see the weird peaches he pulled out in that jar?
No, I turned it off. I couldn't watch it. I could not watch all
you
the
had
video.
to seen it. It was like, and it wouldn't go down the garbage disposal. So he had to get a stick and ram it down the garbage disposal. These
Yeah,
were
he
whole
should have just been
peaches.
throwing that. He should have been throwing that just in the garbage can.
Right, but he needed the jar. But I guess he just emptied out the peaches, and the garbage disposal went, and he got a broom handle, shove
Yeah.
it down because he's moving out. And then he says, "Oh, I have plenty of toilet paper." So did the mice.
Yes. Yeah, they made nests in his toilet paper.
Yeah, hundreds and
Wow.
hundreds of mice. When he lifted up the box, the cat was chasing a group of mice, and the poor Wolfie, the little dog there, was chasing the mice. And here's Kitty freaking out because mice was coming out of the box. And Hubble's like, "Whoops, I guess it wasn't mouse proof." That's why you
Mm-mm.
put everything in heavy tubs, folks,
Yeah.
because boxes don't hack it after 5 years. I put it in the attic. There's no mice up there.
Yeah, right.
Aw,
Right. You know what I have in my attic right now?
mice.
I have a nest of starling birds. Bees. I probably do have mice up there.
You have a whole ecosystem up there.
I
Probably
have
a couple of
something.
thunderbirds there too.
Yeah. So I mean, and one of the important things I think about it, but I never talk about it. That Mama Bear Prepping said, of your 10 items, one of them is what's the word she used? Sorry, I mean, I'm having a brain fart here. Basically, it's like candy or soda pop. It's something like that. That's it's a luxury item, that to keep morale up.
Right.
So you store a little extra of that. Whether it's the hard candies, the Christmas candy, the candy canes that keep for 20 years.
Okay. To answer Shawnee, I guess it was Shawnee about the fried rice on the brown one. They use several things. It could be soy sauce. It could be shoyu. It could be here in America, amino acid that's brown gives it the brown color and the oriental flavor. It's on the vegan shelf. You have to be careful because each country makes a different version of fried rice. So if you go from Japan to China to Korea to Vietnam or Thailand, you're going to have a different version, especially when the squid's crawling up your face and trying to attack you.
Yeah, Shawnee said she said you're a vice item. So if your vice item is, chocolate chips, you get a bag of chocolate chips or whatever. So, but yeah, so you want to have something that's not all just plain and you get boring because that's not what you normally eat. But
Why did you just pull out a pack of condoms?
You said vice.
no.
And Gil froze. Perfect timing.
I was like, that was completely random, and I was like, what?
Okay.
No,
There's
what
always
you
something
need
funny
is-
here going on, guys.
I know.
There's always something funny
funny.
around here.
There's Gil.
Oh, look who's
Oh, that's that guy. Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
said vice.
No, a vice item to eat.
I
That
don't
is-
have
and
edible
those and,
one.
the, and those
I'm
are
just
not,
glad to
and,
know that
and
you're
those are
being
not
safe and prepared
chewing
there.
gum.
Wow.
You cannot
Oh,
blow bubbles with those.
Right, and there's buttercups here.
Buttercup's here. Hey, Buttercup.
Oh my
So
god.
glad to know that you're being safe, Uncle Lau.
Like I said,
Oh.
the live chat went, I got a heart attack. I'll see you, Louise.
Hello,
Gardener, State Gardener.
Angela.
Uncle Al.
No,
he's so-
um,
oh my god.
Courtney, if you have extra, what you call celery seeds, pack it up into little plastic bags, put your name on it, Wide Family Farms, and send it over to Garden State Gardeners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that way you get free promotion on his Sunday giveaway, and people will notice, We got these strange celery seeds from White Family Farm. Why isn't it green? It's pink. It's good for you.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Okay,
Make
I'll
your
have
hair
to do
grow
that.
on your chest.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks for coming along, Buttercup. I'm glad you're here.
Buttercup, baby, don't you break me
Hey,
down.
Angela. Yeah, I'm
A
funny.
couple others snuck in there too.
Yeah.
Gardner
Like I
Josh,
said,
Golden
folks,
State.
Uncle
Golden
Alan
State
had
Gardner.
adult Sunday school, and he had also the juvenile Sunday school, and that left me exhausted for most of the day today. But like I said, Angela, I'm loads of fun, Angela. Because Uncle Alan's nuts.
In a good way.
In a good way. Have 2 strokes. Try to get out of a wheelchair. Yeah, it was loads of fun with the diapers.
By the way, that puppet is me. In
Correct.
case anybody didn't know.
I was
I'm
gonna
the
say, in case you
younger,
didn't know.
more handsomer version of Courtney. I'm working on a Fred puppet.
OMG.
Hey, Viper, he's also working on one for you about you too.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
It'll be a puppet with a head on it.
Oh my gosh. It has to
Way
be
back.
like he's landing an airplane or like he's the airport guy, control,
I'm okay with that.
tower.
I'm trying to make it look like Steve Buscemi.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, and you can use button eyes. Just make sure they're really big.
You haven't seen Oregon Trail yet,
I love you,
have you?
Viper.
Folks haven't seen Oregon Trail yet, right? That's the new Steve Buscemi's TV show.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he's a scout from New Jersey leading people to Oregon.
Mm.
And they're asking, when's the last time you've been to Oregon? By boat. In 1839. It was a wonderful trip. And then I went across the Panama, then up the coast. And
Panama.
Disabled and Preppin says the puppet is missing red lipstick. Do I need to send you some red lipstick in the mail, Uncle Al?
no, it's all right, Heidi. I'm working on them, trying to get red yarn.
Red yarn. Oh, this is going to be great. I love it.
But like I said, folks, you have to look at prepping and survival in these times with a sense of humor. Because I think Fox shut down my idea for there was a ventriloquist used to do, I forget, this puppet looked like our current seating president on his hand. It was so funny. His face like, gee, I didn't know a puppet got elected as president. But you had to see the comedian. It was so funny. And he says, look, I am just now elected to office. And like, I haven't seen him since.
All right.
The mob got him.
No, it's in his basement.
I've been watching this show on Hulu. It's called Men in Kilts.
Right.
And it's really good. Really good. It's about, I'm a huge Outlander fan. And so it's the guys from Outlander and they travel around Scotland visiting all these really cool places. And I just absolutely adore it. And this last place they visited was this place that was like, they made suits and they've been making suits for 300 years.
Wow.
It's just like, it was absolutely fascinating. And so I watched that episode and
Right. And those are custom suits, folks, because they ain't cheap and they still have the patterns from the 1920s.
yeah,
A
yeah.
friend of mine bought knickerbockers, but it cost them $600 for one pair. And we had to figure out our measurements to metric, which was really hard because
Wow.
I told him, if you don't get this right, when you bend over, your butt's going to split open at the golf course because he want to get knickerbockers for the golf. Remember in the 20s, they used to golf? And is Gil, are you frozen?
Yep.
Yep, frozen. But we got him knickerbockers, and these were a $600 pair of knickerbockers.
Gray man prepping joined.
Yay!
Hey.
It's just, it was really cool watching that show. And they went to like some Scotch breweries and different stuff and just stuff I didn't know about Scotland just in general. I just thought it was super cool what they were doing. And it's a really cool show.
Right. On my food and cooking playlist, I have a cartoon version from, I forget which one, infographic show that shows you why you have to be careful eating Scottish haggis. You get canned haggis here, but you'll never get fresh because it's outlawed for 2 reasons:
Why?
lungs and brains.
Oh,
Mm.
That
Lungs,
makes
you get
sense.
respiratory disease. Brains, you get, mad cow disease. So they
well, I
don't
heard that
import it.
England is bad for mad cow anyway.
Grr.
Yeah, and Scotland put that up, but it's not the same because I had real haggis, and a lot of people like, but Uncle Alan, what's that weird thing next to it? It's a turnip, yellow turnip. It's a big turnip that you like a potato. You break it open, put black pepper and butter in it, and
Ooh,
people still freak out about that.
that's
'Cause
weird.
Uncle Alan eats a lot of weird food. Like I ate queso. Is it queso or queso?
Queso. It's queso.
Queso.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mecha. And that means maggot in Portuguese or Sardinian.
Hmm.
But you have to be careful because these are hostile maggots because you have to wear goggles while eating the cheese and bread because they'll jump out of the cheese and try to bore into your eyes.
Oh,
Wow.
that's yummy.
Right. And also
When's it-
they don't
My
Hey,
stepmother
Sheila.
had haggis when she went to Scotland a year or so ago, a couple years ago, I think it was.
how she liked it.
She likes it, and they made her eat blood sausage and all that kind of stuff too. You know,
Yeah, it's great. It's blood and oatmeal. Good for you.
is blood sausage, is that more of a French thing, or is that that is a Scottish thing?
No, that is a Scottish thing.
It is. I didn't know if
Yeah.
it was influenced from
It's yeah,
France.
Scottish, Irish,
English.
Norway. I'm trying to think of a couple of the countries, but yeah, it's basically the old Celts.
They were
even
mean old
even
Celts,
on northern Germany, they have it too.
too. Right. They were mean old Celts too. But nice thing about blood sausage is you had all this blood from sheep and cattle. They wouldn't do pork because it turned out weird. They make
Yeah.
something else out of pork blood, but out of beef and sheep blood, they will make blood sausage, mix it up with oat flour and oatmeal, and cook it like that. Either boil it for long trips, like the Vikings. Yeah, we have blood sausage. Urgh.
Brr.
I've never had it. I don't really know exactly all the details about it. When you open it up, it is blood, right? Or is it cooked? I'm so
It's cooked.
confused.
It's cooked and stuff. So, yeah,
So it might actually be good.
basically yeah, it's kind of it's cooked, it's coagulated and cooked, and yeah, and put in like sausage and stuff. So yeah, it's a different texture, and it's I haven't
Right.
had it either. I've seen it. I've come close to getting myself up to doing it, but I've never been able to take that last bite.
Chicken.
But
I know how to make it. So basically, you put it in a bowl. You got your blood, 2 quarts. You add a cup of oat flour, and once it all gets mushy and stuff, you add in the oats, which is slightly processed. It's rolled, and it's a 1 minute oat. It'll soak up the blood until it forms a paste. Then you add pieces of pig fat. This is the important part, folks. If you're not going to boil it, you have to add the pig fat. Or when you bite into it after you cook it, you'll find out this does not taste right.
Yeah, because with sausage, you have to have a percentage of fat.
Right.
yeah,
So once you do that, you could either boil it, steam it, or bake it, and it'll form the sausage. Then you hang it up to dry, and then you have blood sausage.
Hmm.
Of course, a lot of
Interesting.
people get nervous when Uncle Alan says, "Hey, son, would you like some blood sausage patties?" Oh, can I have pancakes, Uncle Al? Go away, kid.
well, Courtney, it's 9:30 here my time, and I need to step out and get some stuff done here. And so if you're still up in a half hour or so, I'll come back in.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right,
Have a
everyone,
good night.
See you in a bit.
Oh, and he froze
And he
just
froze.
as really.
Perfect timing. Wow.
Yeah.
Go figure.
This show is like a box of chocolates. You don't have a clue what you're going to hear. Yeah, that's true, Buttercup. You have no
Right.
idea.
It's like Monty Python with the chocolate frog. It's before you guys' time. They used to have a skit on Monty Python. Buttercup knows it because she's seen it live back then. They say, we have a different kind of assortment of chocolates for your loved ones. And this one has frog, crickets, eel larvae, and stuff. And the guy goes off mentioning all disgusting things. We're out to tadpoles, but we have a crunchy frog with peanuts. And the guy says, do you have any normal candy? We have caramel. Okay, I'll take the crunchy frog, about 2 dozen of them. Like I said, folks, it's loads of fun here. Now, Joe's wondering, how do I cook your possum? If I'm doing dry roast, dry rub, soup, or stew. I also have one for sweet potatoes too. You just spit out the little bones and the tail. Because my nephew freaked out. What kind of animal are we eating, Uncle Al? And then I served him the head, and like they kind of screamed and left the house.
I can imagine, Uncle Al. I guess there was more possum for you.
Yeah, I ate the head. Doesn't matter
Alright.
to me. I'll eat it.
Uncle Al. Ew. I saw a dead animal on the road the other day with my
Which
buddy of
one
mine.
was it?
I don't know. It was smashed. And I was like, hey, you know it's legal to eat roadkill in California?
Whoops! I better stop doing that.
What'd you do?
I ate roadkill.
Oh.
Doesn't bother me. Deer, rabbit, raccoons and possums. I have to be really careful because usually they have the gut bust and that ruins the meat. You have to know how to skin and process roadkill because you might end up with some kind of weird disease. And right now, rabbits on the West Coast have hemorrhagic fever, so nobody's hunting them or trapping them. Because
Jeez.
if you get hemorrhagic fever, you're out for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
No, and you be peeing all the time. You have this little, whatchamacallit, catheter and bag, and you're walking around. Pee time. 1 second.
Right.
And then keep on walking because you can't control your bladder. And everybody's freaking out like, what did I walk into?
Mm-hmm. It is disgusting.
Courtney, we all want to do a sock puppet talk show on your channel. What do you think? Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
Or why not?
We could all do interpretations.
Yep.
I gotta find socks.
Don't drag it off of Dustin's feet. You'll never survive the smell.
No.
Let's see. Like I said, everybody make sure you check out Garden State Gardeners, Joe's channel. He does a wonderful giveaway on Sunday. If you have extra seeds, send it over to him. He's raising the little one who's going through cancer treatments. So check out Joe's channel, Garden State Gardeners. And yes, Joe, I did get my seeds from Garden State Gardeners. I forgot all about this. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, that's cool.
And I got this one, German pink. Do you
Oh,
know
neat.
how hard to get this? I've been fighting people on the West Coast because once I raise them, for each tomato like this size, I'm getting $2 because they really like the German pink on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And then I got you see, you do it like these little dime bags. It's not drugs, folks. It's seeds. That's the new thing on the street. Yeah, man, I have a dime bag of seeds. And you see, you put out nice little printing instead of, let's see, bunny hop. You see the little rabbit? You can put
Yeah, that's
Putney the
cute.
duck, and then you write down the seeds and you take a little photo.
I like that.
and you sell them for $5. Yeah, this dime bag only cost you $5, sir. Let me get the other one out of my coat.
What's that one?
Ink Spot.
Oh, interesting. I've never seen those.
They're pretty neat, aren't they? Because you used to see my seed pod that I have. Oops, I dropped something. I can't see anything. I'll get it later. But like I said, I have a whole bin full of certain seeds.
Uh-huh.
Japanese, Vietnamese, Chinese, American, South American. I have corn that's totally black.
Oh, that's cool. I've seen that before.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you eat it, your teeth and poo will turn totally black.
Ooh,
That's cool.
I would like to do that.
No, if Courtney eats a cob of corn and so did Fred, and they're smiling at Dustin, Dustin says, okay, I'll just close the door and leave you guys to your corn, and I'll get in my truck and drive away.
I can't eat corn because you would be seeing that like 3 weeks later.
No, this is black corn. And it's kind of weird. Then I got this sticker from Dominic.
Cool.
Dominic always makes fire the primitive way. And he does giveaways too, so check him out. It's a pretty good channel. And
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send the Garden State Gardener some seeds. I didn't know he was. I don't know why, but I didn't know he was doing that.
Yeah, well, he also has a lot of pepper seeds, but a lot of people can't eat peppers. I like hot peppers,
Oh
but
man, I love peppers.
I'm at the limit. I have 3 gardens. I have my patio garden, which I showed to everybody. I have my farm garden with my nephew. I have my truck garden that I rent out for $700 a year, and I have somebody else do the work. And I'm like, yep, I'm getting vegetables now, and I don't have to break a sweat.
Nice.
You see, I think Uncle Alan's old, so instead of going out there in the heat of the sun, wearing a hat, hoeing weeds, I'll let somebody else do it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, and I'll just get like this morning had strawberries and cream.
Nice.
Seen the little teeny, goofy looking, abnormal GMO kind of strawberries at grocery store. I'm eating golf ball sized strawberries.
Nice.
Organic. And I told my friend who's a truck gardener, I'll just take my own, and then the rest of you can sell it to make a profit. And already I don't have to worry about next year's cost, because he told me because this year the strawberries are really bad in the grocery store, so everybody came to his fruit stand and bought the strawberries.
Nice.
I made a profit about $700, and it went back into his farm. So
Wow.
so you got to think ahead, folks.
Yep.
2 steps ahead of everybody.
That's what my mom says.
Yeah. It's all right, Joe. You need the shout out. Everybody go check out Garden State Gardener.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because I'm still like getting ready because I'm still tired because Mother's Day pooped me out. You would not believe.
Yeah, I had a long weekend too.
It's like because I also do church works. I go and see the elderly people
Even
that
though I
are
don't work.
locked up and they don't have anybody to come
Yet.
by because most of their family says hello on this. So I usually bring a piece of cake or fruit or
Aw.
nice flower arrangement. You see my flowers.
Hang on a second.
And I've been doing a lot of that this weekend. So I don't have any time for YouTube. It's like I don't have time for YouTube. And it's like 2 a.m. and if you read some of my descriptions, it's like I'm tired. I forget. Go away. And then I'll fill it in later because I'm tired. I had a full day. Like today, last night I had a little difficulty, so I went to the emergency room.
Uh-oh.
Left side of my arm froze up again, and so did my chest and my abdomen. So they said I had a
Paraplegic?
paralysis
Paralysis?
from my 2 strokes, and it sometimes come up. And this one wasn't bad. They gave me a muscle relaxer, so I relax, and about 4:30 in the morning, I could go back to bed.
Oh man.
Sorry, man.
It's like somebody kicking you all night in the left side. Does that hurt?
You know, despite all that, you're always in good spirits, man. You
I
know?
have to be. I did 48 funerals starting this year
Jesus.
because our regular pastor wouldn't go out to the
Oh, wow.
cemetery to give the
Yeah, the
eulogy and
eulogy.
everything. He says, "Can I do it over the phone?" And this is a pastor, 34, and I keep telling him, "It looks bad when you're doing it over the
Yeah.
phone. I'm holding this, so I'll do the eulogy." So
Wow,
I
good
got
for
my
you.
black suit. I do it
Oh,
because I'm the elder of a church.
That's a trooper, man. Uncle Al's a badass. Yeah, you
Especially
know?
when I carry guns.
Yeah, well.
Because they say, "Aren't you afraid somebody's going to break into the church?" Nope.
he, pulls out the gun in church. Nope, I'm not. I'm not afraid.
Hey,
I'll poop.
I got attacked in the bathroom. After that, I'm not going anywhere unarmed.
All right,
You know, you're minding your own business, just pooping, and
that's
all of
the
a sudden
thing.
you get what the and dragged out of your apartment, and they steal everything in your apartment, and then the police comes up and they try to arrest you as indecent exposure. And you're looking at the police, you're all bloody, you have black eyes, and no, they robbed my apartment. And thank God the older policeman came up, slapped the younger policeman in the back of the head because, oh man, I tell you, that was one of my worst experience.
I don't think I'd
imagine.
ever poop again.
Yeah,
To be
I
quite
felt like
honest,
it.
not without a gun or something.
No, that's
No,
why I have
right?
a gun and a knife, and I have two doors to the bathroom. I have one for the toilet, and I have one for the rest of the bathroom. So you have to go through two, whatchamacallit, deadbolts, and the bathroom door is steel. So I'm
Tell you
not
what.
getting in.
There.
When you gotta go, and it's a serious matter in Uncle Al's house. Double
Right.
door
Don't ever show
deadbolt.
up to Uncle Al's unexpected. I can tell you
Oh, man.
that.
Right.
You
Remember
better
last night
call.
when my mom tried to call me to get into the house because I had lights and cameras on, and like, who the hell's calling? Yeah, I gave my mom $1,000 to go play at the casinos, and she lost all of it. I can't go to the this Indian casino because they have my pictures on it. I know Viper's thinking, why is Uncle Alan's picture at the casino? Because folks, if you know mathematics, you could card count, and so I can't do poker 21.
Wanna change purple now? There you go.
Yep. I can't do 21. Let's see, 21 poker, and the other one is whatchamacallit, it's more French, and it's a different
It is
set.
French. Maybe I know what you're talking about.
It's in a big shoe that has 42 decks of cards.
Oh, wow.
It's a type of French card game, and I can't remember
Uh,
the name in French. A lot of Asians like to play it because you lose big monies. I've seen a lot of whales in Vegas. And one night I
Baccarat?
seen Baccarat. That's it. Like I always call it Batman for some reason.
Every time
Yeah.
I hear that, I think of Vegas Vacation.
Right, Baccarat.
Baccarat.
Yeah, 2 hands. You could buy Courtney's property just like that because they're
yeah.
high rollers. They don't start like $100 or $5 or something. No, they start
Baccarat.
at $10,000 on Baccarat. So if you goof up a hand, you lost $20,000. You lose 10 hands, that's $100,000. I seen whales, that's professional guys, go in there. They're rich as hell. Next day, I have to catch a Greyhound bus back to
Right.
Minnesota. Yeah. Because Baccarat's one of the hardest things to compute.
Yeah, okay. We're talking about restrooms. Okay. I hate when you're in a public restroom and you sit down, you're going to the bathroom, and there's like 10 stalls, and somebody comes in and sits at the stall right next to you. Really?
That's when you gotta get your Kegel muscles to work.
I'm thinking, really? There's like 10 stalls in here, and you had to sit at the one right next to me.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, it's
This one
annoying.
has a 45. Ooh, cream cheese.
No, it's cheesecake, and
Oh,
it was a
cheesecake.
Mother's Day cake. And this is what is this one? This is
Looks like
this is
nuts.
turtle. Yeah, turtle. Yeah,
Apparently, Billy likes touching feet.
I like touching feet. Women's feet.
So it's turtle.
Just clarify
It's
that.
It's not cheese turtle.
It's called
lovers.
turtle. No, it's called turtle because there's the cheesecake, the cake we bought, it was like, okay, see if I can remember this. It was cheesecake, and then they had strawberry cheesecake, they had the turtle, they had marble cheesecake. Turtle is like cheesecake with cheese and nuts and chocolate, whatever. Then there was a marble cheesecake, then there was a triple fudge cheesecake.
I made a Jell-O cheesecake. It was scrumptious.
Mississippi cheesecake? Yeah.
Dude, I just don't. No. I just like to be private, you know. And I'm in the bathroom,
Oh my God.
and I really hate when like people come in and they're all noisy and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, and I hate that. And I'm one of those people. I can't go to the bathroom when somebody's knocking on the door or like, you know, I can't do that. And my husband, he likes to play sick jokes on me. I'm in the bathroom and he's like running his fingernails down the door, you know, and I'm like, I can't go to the bathroom because he's messing around. And so then, you know, when people come and they sit in the stall right next to you, I hate that.
They do this.
Oh, I've had that happen. Oh my God. It was my husband's high school reunion, right? And this was like 10 years ago. And I'm like, well, I'm drunk as a skunk, you know, because they have beer in giant laundry tubs. So I'm like, I gotta pee. So I go in there, and this pregnant chick sits next to me.
Oh no.
Like, apparently I'm a magnet for this crap. She sits at this
quite literally.
And I literally,
I'll be right back.
Dude, I've never heard anything like this in my entire life. It was like her baby came out.
Oh my
It was
God.
like, I can't even explain it.
Oh my
I
God.
was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, and of course I'm drunk on top of it. So I'm like, I'm laughing my ass off. You know, I'm laughing so freaking hard. And then I came out and I'm like, oh my God.
You all right over there? Everything all right over there? Yeah, I'm okay.
Court, do what I do. Carry a portable size bottle of Hershey syrup and blast the stall next to you when they open the door. Oh my God, that's horrible.
That's a genius idea. Put some Nutella on there.
That's what happened to me. I was at the gym going to the bathroom. It was 6 a.m. and there was 6 stalls, and the guy went to the one right now. I know, and it's like it's weird. And next to me was the New York Mets pitching coach. Oh my God. You need to do a live about public restroom. Seriously. Okay. There is an article out there about public restroom etiquette, right? And there's an article out there about which stall is the cleanest. And I've read this multiple times because I worked at a place where people were disgusting and just, I mean, every time I'd go to one specific bathroom, there'd be white powder all over the floor from somebody's butt. I'm like, I'm not kidding. So I research what would be the cleanest stall for you to go into. And if you think about it psychology wise, the first stall is probably where everybody goes. The cleanest stall in the entire facility is the middle stall. It's the middle stall. So, did you hear me?
I did a little bit. I didn't hear that last part.
That's
My
the
wife was
fourth
talking.
centimeter dilation sound.
See, for women, it's better to get away with like putting chocolate syrup or Nutella on the seat because you guys got to sit down for both. We only have to sit down for one.
Yeah, but if you were peeing in a urinal and a guy came in and stood right next to you,
Yeah.
how would
But-
you feel?
But that's the thing. So it's a 50-50 shot. So let's say I walk in, I spread the Nutella all over the seat right next to me, and then I go into the stall next to that, and it's clean, and I use that one. The guy comes in, he's like, "Oh my god, that's disgusting. Good thing I got to pee." He can aim around that. You know?
Yeah. I saw a person try to back up into a stall in an empty parking lot. Second time is a charm. Wow.
I've seen some pretty nasty videos of like girls that are either drunk or just too crazy partying, and they're in a porta potty, and I guess one of them drops their phone in the porta potty, and she's freaking out, and her friends are like, now her friends are coming in and involved. They're like, "I gotta get it out. I don't know what I'm gonna do." And they like dunk their hands in there and they pull it out, and it's like,
I would have just called it a lost cause.
yeah, right at that point.
Yeah.
Or find some stick or some shovel or something.
Why would you have your little baby girl pee in a sink? There's just something about that that's just not right. And you're not teaching your kids proper restroom etiquette. You know what really gets me is proper phone etiquette. People do not have that anymore either. You call and they don't say hello or anything like that. That's just so annoying. You call and you're like, "Hello, are you there?" You can like hear them pick up the phone. They're like, "Hello, are you there?" You shouldn't even have to say that. The people, when the person picks up the phone, they should be like, "Hello." That's how it works.
Yesterday I called T-Mobile for internet, and they
Mhm.
were like, "For English, press 1. For Spanish," so I press English, press 1. The guy answers, "Hola, ¿cómo está? Bienvenidos." I'm like, wow. I press 1 for English and I get Spanish, and the guy's like, sorry. I hung up.
Wow.
I'm
True,
like,
true story. A guy at a truck stop was 2 feet from the stall, like a rock. 9
like a rock.
Why are you so far back from the urinal? I get it. Be proud, but Lord, I took the urinal next to him. I had peed in a Walmart parking lot, dude. Oh, dude, I was at a back in the day. I went to a lot of heavy metal concerts, right? So there was this huge festival in Cleveland called Roverfest, and he is a big radio guru in Cleveland, right? So we all go to Roverfest, and I can't remember who was playing. Oh, it was Run DMC. It was DMC, right? They started, and then it was. I can think of the song, but I can't think of the people, right? I can't think of the band name. But anyway, and Jim Florentine was the freaking comedian. So they had a comedian, they had DMC, and they are MC, or it's not Run DMC anymore because one of the guys died. I can't remember. But anyway, we saw them, and then we saw a metal band, right? But they planned it was the first year that they had this festival, so they planned it really, really poorly.
I'm walking away.
And there was like 500 people there and only like 20 porta potties.
Oh my god.
And of course it's a giant drinking festival. Everybody's smashed and drinking, and there's only 20 porta potties. So I waited in line. I had to pee so bad. I waited in line for an hour to go to the bathroom. And at that point in time, I actually went into a restroom with 3 other women because I had to go to the bathroom so bad. Yeah. That was my big pee mistake. Thank God we had the hotel room like literally right next door to this festival, so we could just walk back to our, hotel. But it was like insane.
Right.
I'll never do that again.
When I used to do guard duty for these festivals and stuff, because you can't leave when you're doing security. And I learned from a trick from older security guards. You wear the heavy Depends. And that way, if you had a little accident, you don't walk around with soap cans, and you just get another pair of Depends, and We used to have like 2 boxes of it because we're so busy. And
No, I didn't sit on their laps, but there were 3 girls in one stall because we had to fight for those restrooms. When you were up next, you had to wait for somebody to come out of those stalls, and people were cutting you off. Drunk guys were just walking on through and opening up whatever they wanted. So you had to fight for your right to pee. And so 3 of us, we ran to one, and I said, "You guys can come in here. Let's do this," you know. And so that's how that worked.
Like a
Right.
rock.
Have a good night, Buttercup.
Night Buttercup.
Baby, don't you break me down. I need you more than anyone.
Thanks, Fuzzy Court. I really appreciate that.
Yep.
Goofball.
You're a goofball.
Yeah.
But like I said, folks, before I left, I had to do a few things. I had to check the temperature control for the house for the night. I have to move my soybeans. I'm making natto, and that's rotten soybeans. And I have to soak them and change the water and stuff. Because a lot of people don't know when you're doing vegetables and seeds and stuff, you have to food process them. And there's a method. Like I told Courtney about the blood sausage. You have to know how to stuff it in the sausage. You just don't empty the cow. Yeah, we got a big bucket of cow blood. Let's make some sausage. It doesn't work like that, folks. You have to know how to form it into the stuffing, and then you put it in the sausage machine and make sausage, which is probably boring everybody.
Oh my. You're cracking me up, man. Okay, it's so funny. Talk about keeping it clean.
All right.
It always goes somewhere else.
Yep, that's why I wear the pins. That's why you have a sheet of aluminum foil. What you do is after you finish with your business with the Depends, you wrap it inside the aluminum foil like a burrito, so nobody notices why you throw it into the trash can. Unless you're a homeless person, it's like, hey, I got something warm in here. It looks like a burrito. No, it isn't.
Dr. Prepper, don't listen to everything you hear on YouTube. That's not 100% true. There's not really, I mean, there is kind of a gas shortage, but apparently they were hacked.
Right. It'll be a week. If you're like one of us, you're supposed to be a prepper too. Stop singing and dancing. You should have had a couple of 5-gallon gas containers filled up and your car filled up.
I think it's funny how we're running out of gas and California has their own oil refineries.
I know. I live down the street.
Damn
well, not down the
hypocrites.
street. Across the valley. And I just go over there to get gas. It's cheaper. I only paid, it's $31 for 5 gallons of gas. Oh, I just love that.
That's horrible. I would never.
Or that would be a very bad thing to send to my dad. My phone auto-corrected to a word that I didn't want to send him. Thank God I caught it and I deleted it.
Yeah, NSB, bleh. NSM, all those media companies, don't listen to him. Listen to Uncle Al. At least I use sock puppets and I'm always humorous. And you're not like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. And everybody's looking at, no, Uncle Alan's crazy as hell.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
You know what? Yeah. And that was from Friends from the 1990s.
Yeah,
It was funny.
I don't understand this gas shortage thing. Like,
hype.
It's just like the toilet paper thing.
Yeah. We have
Just like that.
we have a disease that affects your breathing that could potentially kill you, and people buy toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's like, saying we're running out of food, so everybody goes and buys cars.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no
Delicious.
sense.
Hi, Carol. But my favorite one is when there's a rainstorm in the South or in Ohio, let's get milk and bread. There's going to be a storm. Why are you buying milk and bread? I can never figure that one out. My friends in Savannah, Georgia, they kept telling me everybody rushed to the market. First thing they did was get a gallon of milk and 2 loaves of bread.
Yep.
So when she went over there to get milk for her son, there was not fresh milk a sight because it was supposed to be a thunderstorm. Next day, it was beautiful and sunny. And some people are trying to return the milk and bread.
Sounds like
Can't
California.
do that.
Yeah, and a lot of managers said, we're not taking it back. Once it leaves our store, you drink it and you eat it.
I was so, oh my God. So when that whole thing first started,
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, go ahead, Viper.
no, I wanted Courtney to hear it too.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just thought it was funny because when this whole nonsense, well, this whole virus thing started, everybody was like buying out like all the stores. We had empty shelves. I've never seen markets so empty in a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is everybody hoarding this food for? It's not like you can't leave your house, you know? Anyway, fast forward like a couple months or maybe a month or so, the news finally, because the news, what happened was the media said like, oh, make sure you have enough supplies because if you're going to be, working from home or something, make sure you have it. So people are like, I'm retarded. I don't understand. So they went and bought a whole bunch of stuff thinking they can't leave the house. We're on lockdown, you know? And finally, a month later, the news they corrected themselves saying, we didn't mean it that way. We just meant buy enough supplies to take care of yourself that when you're at home. And they're like, oh, okay. And so they go back and return their stuff. But all the stores by then changed their return policy. So you can return stuff that you bought. Oh, you bought 30 packs of toilet paper? Sorry. So they all these people spent all this money buying all this nonsense crap that they didn't need. And now they're trying to return it and they can't. So they have bad food that probably went to waste because probably couldn't finish it since they couldn't return it. They have products that they didn't need. So now they're over packed or whatever you want to call it. And they have a bunch of money that they threw away that they lost. They lost a
Right.
lot of money. It's so dumb.
Mhm.
Or they got arrested.
Meanwhile,
Go
And
ahead.
meanwhile, my wife and I mean, I'm not just saying we're the only people. I'm sure others did it too. But meanwhile, we just did our thing. We just, adjusted. No big deal.
Yeah, we the night that Trump made his speech about everything that was going on, my husband and I went to the grocery store because we knew. So we piled up 2 grocery carts full of food, and everybody's staring at us, and they're buying like ramen noodles and hot dogs and
And
stuff.
that's the thing. Wait.
And I was like, oh,
That's
we're
the
gonna
other
live off of
thing.
that we didn't buy groceries for 4 months.
Well, that's the thing. And that's the other thing people were doing. They were buying perishable foods.
Mhm.
Everybody was buying stuff that goes bad. Meanwhile, we were buying like things that
Canned stuff.
a lot of canned food, water, things that doesn't go bad. And all these people are buying like fruits and milk and meat and bread. And I'm like, that's all great and dandy, but a week from now, all that's gonna be trash. Just so you know. Like but yeah, I remember that. Oh man, good times.
I'm gonna go pee now. I'll be right back.
Go. Make sure you use the stall next to the other one.
But like I said, people waste their money on weird things, right, Viper?
Because they don't know better.
Right. Like I didn't worry. My big problem was all my nephews and nieces. Uncle Alan, do you have toilet paper? Uncle Alan, do you have food? We're trying to find yeast, flour, sugar.
See, what pissed me off, what really I wouldn't say infuriated me, but pretty damn close, was when I went to the market and I saw all these empty shelves and I see these little old lady or this little old man couple, elderly people, seniors, walking around really slow and they have nothing. There's nothing that pissed me off because I'm like, all these, and I'm not going to say the words, it's 2 words, just you guys use your imaginations,
Yeah, we know.
are buying all this crap and not thinking for other people. And then half the stuff that everybody bought, half their stuff is going to go bad in a couple weeks. And there's nothing left for these little, these elderly senior people. That irritated me a lot. That pissed
Yeah.
me off a lot.
Uh, Viper, I do a food box run for the elderly and disabled because
Hmm.
I started this last year, and I've been doing it ever since. And people got their deliveries stolen off their front
Oh
doorstep
yeah.
during, and people were elderly or they can't come out, or they have some kind of medical issue like they're
Hmm.
disabled. I bought them groceries. I didn't care. Uncle Alan's lived a tough life. So if I die in the streets, it doesn't matter. Of course, my family would be embarrassed. Why is Uncle Alan wearing the pins and carrying a 45 and a dagger? But, but yeah, I know it's
Well,
kind
that's
of
a good
weird.
way to go because I'll tell you what, your afterlife, you're gonna be haunting people with that.
Yeah, image 45 and a
The
dagger and a
dagger
pen.
and a
Yeah,
pen.
yeah, it depends. But like I said, let's see.
Careful, don't show too much stuff.
Yeah, this is the one
No,
I
that one's
use.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, folks, I always take care of my church and I always help out the elderly in our area because nobody else does it. Everybody's too busy on these stupid things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like
Up.
Mother's Day. That's why I'm sick today because over the weekend I did over about, I think, 48 to 50 people I visited and
Wow.
comforted and cooked food for and did sermons and stuff. I am tired.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
don't
I'm
know.
going. After this, I'm going straight to bed because I still got to mail out this one for Allie Carroll because the first package I sent to her, it's lost. She never got it, so I'm going to send her another nice package to Allie Carroll.
That's happened to me many times with eBay. I bought stuff and it never shows up. I'm like, yo, I contact the seller. I'm like, dude, it says delivered. It hasn't been delivered. So one time well, several times, they send me a second one. I get the second one and then I get the first one like a week later, shows up somehow. I guess it slipped through the sieve or something. One time I bought a LED light bar that I have on the front of my truck. $32. I was so stoked. I'm like, dude, I stole that at that price. And it was brand new and it took 2 weeks to get here.
Who's Kaiser? Playas.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you
Are
see
they
that?
new?
I don't see that.
Oh, okay.
I think
Um,
it's a gamer
yeah, I don't see that person on my end.
from Facebook. Do you want me to zap him?
Yep.
Yeah, let's see.
Get them on out.
And he's
Oh,
on
there it is.
YouTube. He's on whatchamacallit, Facebook. Because I don't
Loser.
see him.
User
I-
has now been put in timeout and user is now hidden from this channel.
Thank
Right.
you.
And then I wish I could. No, I should have said something. Damn it! I should have
That's
said
all right.
something. And so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I bought this light, and 2 weeks later it says delivered. I'm like, I was so excited. I'm like, oh, it's out for delivery, out for delivery. It says delivered. I'm like, yo, I'm here. Because I used to send everything I bought, I used to send it to my work because there's always somebody there to accept the mail in case I'm not there. And it says delivered. And I'm like, yo, I'm here. And I never saw the mail guy come in here. And then for like a week straight, this is a week after it says delivered. I kept looking and I'm like, it's not here. Like, I don't understand. So I contacted the seller. I'm like, they're like, check the mail, check the tracking. I'm like, it says delivered and I don't have it. We went through this process with the mail guy. I called them. It's not here. He's like, well, what do you want me to do? You want me to give you a new one or do you want me to give you a refund? I'm like thinking, well, a new one would be nice, but
Yeah.
like a second one. But I'm like, now just give me a refund. So the guy gave me a refund and I kid you not, like the next day, it was my day off. My coworker called me and he's like, "Hey, did you order something?" And I'm like a month ago. He's like, "Your package just arrived." This was after like 3 weeks of waiting for well 2.5 weeks of waiting for the mail, and then like another week after dealing with the seller back and forth. The first package finally showed up, and I got my money
Wow.
back. I got it for
Right.
free.
The bad thing about it is I ordered a book. I just did a mail call on it, and it's supposed to be delivered 6 weeks ago. and I found out it went to Homestead, Florida.
Hmm.
It's supposed to head to California. Okay, so it went up and down the East Coast because it had so many postmarks on it. It went to Connecticut, Homestead, Florida, Washington D.C., New York State, back to Florida again,
Oh,
and
I hate
finally
that.
I got.
I
And
hate that. I buy
I
stuff in
know,
California and then it's like, I'm like, oh, this is like 20 miles away. It'll be here next tomorrow. Goes all the way to New York, then Canada, then it goes to Zimbabwe, comes back to Florida, and then 2 months later it's in California. I'm like, really? Like,
right,
I bought something from China and it got here faster.
right, and you find out the item inside the bag that you thought would be in mint condition. It was exposed to water. It
Oh
looked like
no,
somebody stomped on it
that's
because
the
it's all
worst.
bent up. Because if you watch the video, you could tell it was
Yeah,
stomped pretty good.
you can, yeah. My friend bought a tail light for his truck. It was one tail light for his truck on Amazon. And where he lives, you can get into the community, but where he lives, you have to toss the package over the front gate to get into their little tiny front yard. So the guy from Amazon just tossed it. He didn't even just put it down and just kind of or leave it by the door. Nobody's gonna touch it, just hide it somewhere. And the guy just threw it like literally like a basketball. And so when my friend opened it, the whole taillight was cracked. A piece was missing off the plastic. Like, man, just be a
Or
little
I
more
like it like
gentle.
my neighbors down the street. They live in a gated community, so the Amazon guy threw it over the fence, and the
Hit him in the
guard
head.
dogs and the guard dogs took it and like, did you
Oh,
order
shredded
something?
it.
Yeah, I said, did you order something for your wife? I said, why? Because your dog's running around with something pink in your yard. I found out it was one of those that fancy company that makes dresses and stuff. They ripped apart a $5,000 dress for his wife for
Oh.
the anniversary. It was a beautiful dress, came with matching shoes. How can I tell? Because each dog had a shoe and they were chewing what's remains of it. So there's only like the heel left and a little bit of the
And you see,
toe
Courtney, that's why I didn't take that Amazon job. Because I realized I got to deal with that crap and weather.
and
And I was
dogs.
like, yeah, that's what I meant. That crap, like, because of dogs. Like, what if now the person's like, you threw it over the thing and my dogs ate it. Nah, 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 nah. I'm calling your company. Me. And now I get reprimanded for their stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't need that.
Yeah,
No.
but it was so funny. I'm looking at it when it looked like one of the dogs was wearing it. It looked like it was around its neck, and the other dog's trying to, do dog
No, I
stuff to
did.
the other other dog, and like I think there's something wrong. So I called my neighbor because it's a gated community, but they have gaps in their brick
Mm-hmm.
fence, and they have bars and stuff. It looks nice for air and stuff. Originally, it was like an escape route or something, but I'm looking over there and like those dogs are acting really weird. One
All
of them's
right.
wearing a pink dress. So I called them up and I said, "Is everything all right?" And he said, "Yeah, I thought what we were going golfing later this afternoon." No, your dog's got something a hold of, and they're one of them's wearing a dress and the other one's chewing a shoe. Is your wife all right? And he looks outside, and I hear these screaming words in Italian at the dogs
Oh
because
my
this
gosh.
Amazon park,
Imbécil. Imperito de imbécil.
yeah, similar but a lot cruder.
Oh, yeah.
Sicilian,
I'm trying to be nice.
yeah, and also Sicilian. But and his wife's freaking out because he was going to surprise her, and
Oh,
it was a beautiful dress too. Dog wore it very well.
That sucks.
He couldn't
that
do
does
anything.
suck. I'd be very
Yeah,
mad.
yeah. Especially with like surprise, honey, only worn once by our dogs, and here's the matching shoes.
Oh. What are you eating, Courtney? I see green.
Green beans and almonds.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm eating that same ice cream.
Ooh, very nice.
Looks like tomatoes.
Right? It's
Yeah, I
it's
did.
that strawberry swirl. What is it called? The rainbow. What? Rainbow swirl.
Let's see what I did. Oh, I had a side of tuna and salmon.
Oh, I haven't had
That I
salmon in
would-
a while.
Yeah, it's Atlantic salmon and the tuna that I aged perfectly and sliced it up in sashimi. So I used to
Mm,
work as a sushi and sashimi chef, and you got to know how to cut it right. You have
yeah.
to cut it paper thin and perfect. I
Hmm.
keep telling people if you don't know how to buy a fillet, my
Excuse me.
sisters can't buy it, my brothers can't buy it because I know how the fillet looks. And if I can't get a good fillet, I'll tell them cut a whole salmon right straight down the middle, and I'll pick it out and have them cut it. What are you pointing?
What? You pointing at me? I don't know what he's doing. His headset's off.
I ordered my wife something and I was showing her on the map where it is.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay. Probably in Arkansas.
No, I ordered something a few days ago and it's barely been shipped.
I'm ordering. I got. Let's see. It'll be here July.
I need
because
it.
I'm ordering them from France.
Oh, what are you
And
getting?
I'm getting candy bars.
Oh,
Candy
nice.
bar mold, and it
Oh,
has
that's
to be
right,
a
that's right.
special silicone mold to withstand 500 degrees of heat.
Yeah.
Because I'm making. Remember, I told you I'm making Old Richard candy bars, a sample group, so I
Mm-hmm.
can prove to a company that you can develop a candy bar that won't melt at 125-degree heat.
Hmm.
Because Viper knows what I'm talking about. You leave a candy bar in your car and find out. Yeah,
Melt.
it's like melt. It's all goo because in California we have high temperatures. So if you leave any kind of food for a short period of time, it's either
Go to Arizona, you could cook cookies on your dashboard. I've
Yep.
actually cooked pizza on a rock. I literally had taken a pizza. I mean, it was already cooked. It wasn't a frozen pizza. It was already like, but it was cold. It was like not, you need to heat it up. We put on a piece of aluminum foil and put it on a rock and left it there for 10 minutes and like literally it was like coming out of a microwave,
Yep.
sizzling hot.
you could do that with poached eggs too.
Yes. Yes.
That was a neat trick because I did that on scout camp in Arizona on a hot rock. It
Dr.
gets hot.
Prepper, I don't know how those disappeared.
Wait, what?
Last night I had 12, and then today I had 3. So I
Why
think
would-
it was just a computer glitch. All my thumbs down last night disappeared.
Oh, yeah. So like I was telling her, one time I was on a live stream my friend had, and out of nowhere he had 700 people watching, and this guy only had like 2,000 subscribers, and on average his live streams probably got like 20 watching, 15, 20 on average, and this guy had 700, and then out of nowhere it just dipped back down to 15, 12. So I've
Right.
seen
Yeah,
that. I've
and
seen that glitch before. So I don't know. I mean, I could give you a thumbs down if you want, Courtney.
Nope, I'm good.
Don't.
No,
I
you're
already
good.
get enough of those.
Nah,
Yeah.
Hate is gonna hate.
hater is going to hate, not hate.
Mhm.
Well, there is haters.
Like I said, I don't care. After a little while, after so many videos, I'm going to quit because I'm tired and I got too many things I got to do, and I got get ready for June. When's June?
Next month.
Mm-hmm. And
I gotta
Wait,
get
hang on,
ready.
hang on. I'll give you a more accurate. About 3 weeks. So
I
you
gotta
got
get
all of
ready.
this week. You got all of this week. Then you got 2 full weeks, and then 2 more days.
are you quitting YouTube?
Yeah, I'm just too busy. Thanks for 16 watching, 39 thumbs like up. Yeah, I'm,
Oh, well, you
I'm,
can't quit YouTube.
Seriously?
I'm tired. I got so much things I'm doing outside. I don't
Whoa.
have time for YouTube. It's like I review over 40 YouTube channels a day.
we got our typical 2 thumbs down from the same 2 people that have nothing else better to do with
Right.
their lives than to waste their time, turn on their computer or whatever device they're using, go to youtube.com, look for White Family Farm, and give us a thumbs down.
I don't care anymore.
Why do you go through all that trouble? Just
Right.
close this thing.
All
Your
right.
2 thumbs down is not doing anything. We got 38 thumbs up, so joke's on you.
All right. Like I said, you can reverse that if you get like 100 thumbs up. That's whatchamacallit, in the
The algorithm.
algorithm. This is why I'm giving up YouTube. Uncle Alan's really tired, but if you get 100 thumbs up, that reverses 1 thumbs down. So if you get 200 thumbs up, it reverses the 2 thumbs down.
Hmm.
That's
Oh.
for live stream and regular videos.
I didn't know
Interesting.
that.
I've
Me
never
and
heard
Will
that.
Russell used to have problems from the certain group of gamers who were like 12 and 14. And I think one of them got in trouble because one of them really harassed the guy. If you watch Endgame with Avengers and you have Thor, and Thor screaming at one of the gamers, I am the god of thunder. What the hell's wrong with you? And stuff. It's not a good idea to bother pizza eating Thor with something like that. You ever watch Endgame? Avengers?
I was doing all right, but just
Yeah.
your side.
Oh, okay. How about you, Viper?
What?
Endgame with the Avengers.
Have you
What?
seen it? Endgame.
No. Oh wait, yeah. Isn't that the one where Stark dies?
Yep.
Yeah,
And we
yeah, I've
have a
seen that.
fat Thor.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
You know, bro Thor. Yeah. Get that. Yeah. And then you're going to really love Love and Thor next one.
Nice.
Or Love and Thunder. I can't remember. Guess who gets the hammer now? Jane Foster, because Steve Rogers is too old. And Jane Foster. Yeah, it's time for a woman to take charge of Thor. I'm Thor now.
What was that lady's name? Something Foster? Jodie
Jodie
Foster? I
Jodie
thought it was
Foster?
Jodie. I thought it
Oh
was
no,
Jodie
she's
Foster.
old. She retired. She's
I
a
was like, is
director.
she really getting the Thor hammer? Because that would be hilarious.
Yeah,
She's a
but,
good actress.
like I said, folks, there's so many weird things. I watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, and a lot of people I told about a month ago.
Clean your bear.
Oh, was it January? Wait, it's about 4 months ago. Yeah, January. I told people watch the Winter Soldier and the Falcon, and they said, "Oh no, the Red Skull isn't black. Jordan Peterson's the Red Skull." And I keep telling people, "No, go watch the Winter Soldier and the Falcon, or the Falcon and the
Stop.
Winter Soldier
Come here.
on Disney." And I told people, "You're right, Uncle Al. The Red Skull is black," because I keep telling people the character of the Red Skull, when he got the super soldier serum like Steve Rogers, his skin peeled off so he could wear faces of other people.
Hmm.
And in the comic book, and also in several other, he wore mask of like a senator or a doctor or blonde hair person, and he'll take the form of identity until he rips off the mask. I am the Red Skull, and do a really bad German accent. Now it's rips off the mask of an African American person and does a real bad German accent. I am the Red Skull. And all the Hydra agents who were black, like, huh? That was the best thing out of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Everybody were freaking out, like, what? We've been following the Red Skull, but isn't he aren't we African Americans? And each of the Hydra agents looking at each other like, what did we got ourselves into?
That's
I
funny.
thought that was funny. It was a good ending too, but I think Disney deleted it
Ah,
because it kind of, yeah. Do this channel, Uncle Al's a kook. They already have that. It's Alan Seuss's channel. That's
so seriously, are you going to delete your channel?
No, it's going to be up. I'm just not going to be working on it. I got too many things I got to do. I have the candy bar thing, Old Richard. I got another candy bar I'm working on.
Young Richard.
Old.
Because you can't put Young Richard on the candy bar. It's too too many letters, and I wanted to do big block letters, so it's going to be Old Richard.
Just put
it's
Lil
gonna be-
Richard.
You could do that on the menu. Little.
Oh, I
could do
love
on
it
the
when I
mini
come up
candy
with
bars
these
for
jokes.
Halloween. Mom, look what I got for Halloween candies. A
I got
bunch of
little Richie.
Little Richard minis, mini Richards, mini Richards. That'd be so awesome. Oh my
Right.
gosh, I would totally buy that.
Oh my God.
Right, and I got a few other projects. Like I've been talking to a lot of state departments, state of California, state of Washington, state of Oregon,
Oh my God.
because they have trouble with the MREs that they issued out to the firefighters. They hate it because it clogs them up. So I'm probably reintroducing a 10-in-1 pack. You get 10 boxes of sea rations, but a more modern form that's easier to eat. And already I have 1,000 calls and people are interested and they want to invest money. But I told them I'm still working on the idea. If I do it, I'm not doing it in California because they hate business in California. So I
Mhm.
might do it in another state with the
Texas,
business and tax laws a lot easier.
Tennessee.
Because I'm only going to do it for 1 year and they're going to give the company to somebody else to run it. And I'll just take my 10% or 20% or 45% and they'll do the business and stuff. Because you could have a nice box meal, a 10-in-1, which is a cardboard box that'll have 10 different meals that you don't have to worry about. Like if you're state of Oregon and you have unused it, we'll buy it back, check it, reship it out to another company. And they have the same offer. If they're not using it, ship it back and we could resell it out.
All
Of
right.
course, we're keeping the money too, but it's there and it's ready for your use. And basically, you have a little can, a big can, a accessory pack, probably a pouch. It's a little box. You know, if
That's
you
kind
ever
of
seen,
cool.
and then you don't have to worry about. I got 4,000 gallons of rice and half a cow hanging up over there. No, everything's in a nice little box. Just pull it out. Pork and beans, meatloaf.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder. In a little package.
Mini Richard.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah,
Richard.
but I got a whole bunch of things, and too, I've been looking at old nuclear power plants too, because a lot of people, it's like Ian Musk on Saturday Night Live. Most geniuses have brain damage or brain problems. Ian Musk has Asperger's, so every
Mhm.
time he talks on Twitter, you don't know if he's cursing, he's nuts. He is nuts because he did Dogcoin.
Hey, I invested in that.
And you shouldn't. It's a con.
Dogecoin and Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, yes, because I have a 33% on Bitcoin. Because I have my own charts here. Ethereum and Bitcoin is your better thing for the future, but you have to watch it because it's a digital currency. This is my next story is coming up. Is economic warfare. I keep telling people if you have $30,000 and if you know what you're doing, you can make $100,000 within the next 2 years.
Jeez, see, I
But
can't
a lot of-
spend my money.
Right, but a lot of people always skip over step 1 and step 2, and we'll go to step 3 and get multiple income streams. And I'm looking at what's your step 1. Do you have a job that pays you a good income? No. Do you have enough income saved up? No, I don't even have a banking account. I'm going,
Yeah, no, that's stupid.
I'm looking at them like, you know what's leverage is? And they're looking, you mean if I put my money in the bank, it's not my money? No, it's called leverage.
Mm-hmm.
And Viper knows what I'm talking about. Courtney, do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay, once your money leaves your hand, it's not your money. It's digits and numbers. It's leverage. So you have $10,000 goes into an account. If you try to pull out that much cash in the next day, you cannot do that.
No, you can only do so much at a time.
Right. Why? Because the bank don't have that much money. So if I put $100,000 into a bank and the next day says, I don't like your banking practices. I want my money back. They'll say, we'll give you a cashier's check in 5 days, but we do not have that much funds. And most bank doesn't even have $100,000. Most bank carries $28,000 in normal transition because people
Hmm.
bring in money, people take out money, and between the $28,000 they have at the bank and plus people they bring anywhere from $34 to $36,000 a day to the bank, and then they'll have pickups to the main bank and stuff. But everything's digitalized, so everything works back and forth. This is why I tell a lot of people, because June's coming up, and this is why I'm trying to do the economic warfare series. But like I said, Uncle Alan's old and sick and tired, and I'm trying to get him through. You got to have a savings account. You got to have a checking account. If you have a credit card, chop them up. You don't need it. You could use a debit card that works fine, and you get like a little. It's backed by this and this. If you have $10,000 in a savings account, that's your leverage for using that um, ATM's Visa account. So you'll get charged more in the month in your check fees and the deductions and stuff. And if you got check fees, look in the fine print and see how much you have to have in savings to cancel out the checking account, checking fees. Sorry, because Viper, am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the easiest part. But a lot of people they skip one, they don't have good source of income. Two, they don't save enough money. Everybody in their 20s should save 25% of their income. Then when you're in your
Yeah.
30s, 15% of your income. And when you're in, are you guys still under 40, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay,
close
you
to
have
it.
to wait another 10 years. And then you only have to save 10%. Now, Uncle Al's 61, but I know how the system rolls, the games that they play. So I could get funding anytime I want because I could say, I'm going to invent a flying car. I just need investors. Yeah. Have we seen any flying cars lately?
Nope.
Nope. How many investors put in millions of dollars into that?
A lot.
Or a lot. Or like coming up is 50 years of the LBJ's plan. Hi, I'm Lyndon Bird Johnson. I have a war on poverty. This is the longest war that America ever fought, next to the Korean War. That's still active. We never made peace with the North Korean. People forget that. North Korea is still our enemy. And the only oldest person that knows that next to me is our president. Yeah, we're still at war with the Koreans. Yeah, I know you served over there. It's like, God. Oh, I
All
gotta
right,
go.
guys. Well, I have a lot of people that are leaving the chat as well. It is 12:30 here in Eastern time. So I was gonna end the chat. So by the way, I'm gonna start a campaign called Al Can't Quit.
Did you see my thing? Hashtag Al can't quit.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if
Don't
anybody
make
is
shirts,
interested,
please. Don't make t-shirts, please.
you can leave your plead on the hashtag. Plead for Uncle Al to stay with us. And or at least once a week or something.
Yeah, man. What the hell? You got to join our live streams. Come on. I'll find you. I'll come over there and kick your butt.
Yeah.
Believe me, I can find you.
I'm pushing 62. I'm trying to relax and retire.
I don't blame you.
But I want to thank everybody for coming in the chat and hanging out with us today. Everybody that shouted out, thank you so much. We had this has probably been one of the best Media Mondays that I've had in a long time. So thank you so much. Thank you, Uncle Al, for being on my show and hanging out with us. We always enjoy your company, and we're kind of sad we don't want you to go. So
I'll be here. I just got to finish up, 585 videos to go.
okay.
That'll take me about a year or two. Hey, I'm tired. And they don't count the shorts. You know, those minute shorts? They say we do not count these as watch hours for your monetization. So
Yeah.
all the shorts I've been doing for the last 3 months, they're not, it takes 15 to 20 of them to count as a full video.
Wow.
Wow.
I always love YouTube. Thank you.
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay, I'll catch you later, folks.
All right. Well, you have a good night, Uncle Al, and you have a good night, Viper. And we will see y'all next time. I'll be live on Wednesday. We'll be talking about my CBD oils on Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we will see you all then. And you have a wonderful night.